Hello, everybody. This is me, Gibbon, and this is our channel in which we talk about Asian ways of self-healing and also male problems, sexual problems, for example, premature ejaculation, erectile dysfunction, and in this video about sexual performance anxiety. For those who are new to this channel, it's inspired by the ancient teachings, and I got inspired by my self-healing story. I used to suffer from premature ejaculation, and I've been through all this. And after I was in the beginning, like with premature ejaculation, and now without it, I can say that sexual performance anxiety is actually uh, the biggest problem of them all, um, because even when I'm many times better than before, so I still experience this anxiety, and sometimes I still feel like that my sexual abilities are not enough. So uh, this is a requested video from the comments. A guy asked me if, because here I share my story how I cured my premature ejaculation with practicing Lajin and Paida, and the question is if the Lajin cures the sexual anxiety as well. And my answer is not really, because it's for sure better if you just have better abilities. Uh, but at least in my case, with lifelong premature ejaculation, many years of accumulating emotional baggage, it is still hard to feel completely free of this anxiety. The past, you always remember it, especially if you were ashamed, and especially the first year when I got better, I was every time super obnoxious and was experience this every single time, uh, in a form of I was thinking that I'm gonna finish quick again, and it is very very interesting. It take a full year for this thought to stop appearing that much, and then for sure there is still almost 5 years later there is still some anxiety about it, uh, but it's way better though. It's way better. It is probably in the range of norm. In my opinion, every man is experiencing this more or less, um, because we always want to satisfy our partner. At least I think so, and we want to do our best, and it depends a lot on our sexual abilities. And it has its variation every time, you see, and even in men that do not have any sexual disease, they can still experience swings, like if they can last 12 or 15 minutes sex with ease, they can still sometimes finish in 5 minutes, and of course sometimes they can finish um, way later, like 25-30 minutes, even a 1 hour and something like this. um, And yeah, this is a very interesting way to looking at this problem. So even people who I know who has improvement, they still got this fixed idea of performing good and really thinking about it a lot. I mean, a lot. Not in healthy um, quantities. Um, but maybe it should be like that. You see, maybe it should be like that because that means we care about our partner, we care about our performance in our world. If you compare it to some kind of social skill, for example, public speaking, it's in the same way. You want to perform good every time, and yeah, but it is a skill. But maybe sexual performance is stronger because it depends a lot on your physiology. But and you cannot fake it. This is very serious, very serious aspect of this thing. So no one can fake his sexual abilities. Some people can fake their uh, work abilities, but no one can fake his sexual abilities. And in my opinion, the ways to deal with this anxiety are two. One way is the way of using techniques to not care about it that much. They help first to not care, and second, if you feel this anxiety, to be able to release it quick. So these are the meditation techniques, and our way of dealing with this are constantly putting effort to be in very good health. And this is like Paida, Enlagin, having clean, invisible energy, having the chi moves in the body like with no distortion, and having like a basic physiological health. And of course, you can combine these two, but it is really time consuming to spend time for stretching, slapping, self massaging, and in the same, and plus meditation. Of course, it is the best though, no question about that. But I will tell you a way of do it very quick, like without be so time consuming. It's very good way this breathing technique. Uh, 1 4 2. It is when you breathe, uh, you did like 4 counts, then count 4 times more, and then exhale while holding the breath, count 4 times more, 16 seconds, and then exhale for 8 seconds, which is 2 times more, like 1 to 4 to 2. So it could be 4 seconds, 16 seconds, and 8 seconds. Like inhaling for 4 seconds, holding the breath for 16 seconds, and exhaling for 8 seconds. And do 3 rounds of these. Of course, these guys who are swimming, who are running, who are runners, they can do it like 5, 20, 10 seconds. And those who are kind of sick with chronic disease, they can try it like 3, 12, 6. This is very good just to enter a little more and reduce the anxiety, but little bit. This is better just to have better performance, and it takes really short period of time. And do only 3 rounds of this, only 3, not more. What else? A very good technique to not care. It's like when you feel it, uh, just to take a moment, close your eyes and forgive yourself. You can use this mantra called Ho'oponopono mantra. It is, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Do it not vocally, but in your mind, um, without saying it. So you can just close your eyes and tell these words a few times to yourself, and you will really feel a bit relief. So these are ways that are not time consuming. They take literally together 5 minutes, and it's really to have at least a bit relief of these problems. Of course, in this channel I teach stretching that requires from half an hour to 1 hour, which is Lojin, stretching on the bench, Lojin in reclining position. You can apply PIDA that requires kind of the same amount of time, sometimes less, but it is kind of the same amount of time. So yeah, this is what I think about sexual performance. It is actually the real problem um, because sometimes you can be in kind of good shape, like not experiencing any sexual problem, like you have erection, you last like normal time. I mean, like 3 to 12, 10, 15 minutes, like very normal time, healthy time, and still not be satisfied with the results in bed, um, and which means that if this thing happens many times in a row, uh, you will be depressed about these results. Still, like it actually has no relation with premature ejaculation. That's why that's what I'm trying to say. So if you ask me, it is even it's way more important to deal with sexual performance anxiety than with premature ejaculation. At least I think so, because it will bring more happiness to your life. Um, but in my case, at least, it like doesn't give me calmness until I really beat that premature ejaculation. I had my periods with a lot of meditation, and I really didn't care that much. I was happy, um, but like deep inside, I really wanted to solve this problem for real. And once I solved it, I realized that I solved it, but now I'm not that happy. So it once you solve your sexual problem, uh, this doesn't mean that you solve your life for sure. It is still hard. It will still have some hard situations. That's what I mean. So yeah, this was our little talk for today. I think it's enough very simple words, but maybe someone needs to hear them. Thank you for your watching, and see you in the next video. But let me just say a little bit more. It's like I'm complaining right now, but I really don't. Um, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining about life, but really though, it's good to really cure your sexual problems. I really feel happy about it, but I was kind of disappointed how much it really improved my life. This is what I was trying to say. I was imagining it as something way bigger than this. And once I've reached it, it's truly uh, not not that big. I mean, yeah, because I still experience this anxiety. This is this is all. This is what I'm trying to say. So our our abilities will always be limited, uh, and that's why we should not have this mania about how much we last. Because even if you stop experiencing premature ejaculation, or if you beat your impotency, you will still have limited abilities because we are human beings. We can never be like a machine and like put a timer somewhere on our body and sign like 1 hour and put another button for very hard erection all the time. um, even if we can do that, you cannot know what will be in the situation of your partner, because to have really good uh, interaction intercourse, you should have two happy people to do it. And in normal health, you see. So do not imagine that something can turn you in a real sex machine, real life sex machine. um, I don't think it is that easy. I mean, spending just hour and a half a day and becoming like uh, with abilities to do anything you want in bed. Hello, Michael. So yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. Remember that you always will have some limits, and um, what really is important, in my opinion, is to have meaningful relationship. I do not talk about relationships because it is very open thing. It's like in everyone is super different, but right now I'm actually talking about sex. It's like you should have a very good partner in your life, because sometimes he can forgive you for something. Sometimes you can have a very good time. Sometimes you can be angry about it. But if you really love each other, uh, you can solve like all problems, including sexual problems. Um, if love is what charges your relationship, really. Um, yeah. But in this is the one part of the coin, and the other part of the coin is just is that you really try to do your best. Really need to make your best, like uh, to to solve this problem. For example, premature ejaculation, because uh, because at least you know that you've tried, and at least and your partner is sure that you are trying very hard. uh, the worst thing is do nothing and experience both anxiety and both the disease, and both knowing that you're wasting your time. This, I think, is the worst scenario. But at least if you try, like really giving at least half an hour and a half an hour a day, um, actively working on it, it will make the things totally different. Yeah, Taoist Hi, CNC, and Michael Xenophon. Taoist practices are very powerful and healing. Yes, of course, it is actually. Yeah, I'm sure you know that, but Paida is Taoist practice. Master Shao learned that at the end of his journey and put it in the book. I mean, started to practice it, started to teach other people. It turned out to be super healing, with the crazy healing effect, and he put it in the book together with Lajin. So Taoist practice, Paida is very typical Taoist practice. Also, there are of course Taoist practices that are moving the invisible energy up towards the spine. Again, they are circulating the energy. Very complicated stuff. Everyone can try anything. Govind Ragiredi. Govind, I don't know if you are joking with me or not. Really. Uh, I, I will say it in this video. You are very. If you are not joking right now, you are stupid man. You are truly very stupid man. I hope you are joking, and I hope you are making mock of me in some way, because if not, you are dumb. Because 3 times I've said you that you should wait a little bit. Then I really sent you via email in the same name, Govind Ragiredi. You have this PDF since 3 weeks and still commenting below my videos about sending you. And you are one of a kind. For sure. uh, yeah. Back to Michael, yeah, I've heard about Mantak Chia multiple times, and never read his book. I've watched a few interviews. Looks like a very intelligent person. uh, I've read a book about Taoist sexual practices when I was 18 years old, and I tried to really learn that, but turned out to be very complicated for me, and it requires sometimes, like, if you try to move the energy, it requires slow sex. You cannot do this stuff when you do it like faster. And yeah, this was what I've experienced. So you should always do it slow. It's like not. I'm not gonna talk about my sex life right now, but it depends on how you like it. Not every time a couple is in mood to do it slow. Sometimes. Govind. Okay. I also my apologies then, because of this mistake, and I'm happy that you found it. And now probably you feel a little bit bad about it, but you make probably you are a young guy, but you are telling bad things about me in to my audience, and replying to other people about me being late with my answers, and it's not the way you should do it in the future. Okay, so okay, everybody, probably I should try to read some more about Mantak Chia's practices. I know that he used also Tribandhas. Yeah. Okay. Bye bye. This video took a little bit too long, but thank you again for the discussion. I hope you have a really good day and see you in the next video. Bye bye.